Hey guys, it's Paradise, and today we're diving into all of the legendary snipers you can get right now in Borderlands 4. From classics making a return to brand new rifles with wild perks, if you're looking for the perfect sniper that can change up your build, push your damage even higher, or just look too good to pass up on, well, here is all of them. So let's go through each one and where you can get them, and tell us below which is your favorite. Firstly, we have the Boomslang, and lots of people are running this on Vex as it's hard hitting, but not only that, the legendary perk allows the first crits to ricochet a sticky projectile on up to 3 nearby enemies after reloading, meaning you get additional damage to clear out those mobs a bit quicker. You can get this one from Bramble Song in the Bitter Vein Auger Mine. But if you're looking for a sniper that hits multiple projectiles slightly differently from the Boomslang, then you may want to take a look at the Borstel Ballista. Its legendary perk, Propagation, causes it to spawn additional projectiles in a swirling pattern, with the number of divided projectiles increasing with range. So you want to use this one and sit back and let all of these shots divide up to get as much damage as possible. If you want to get this, you can get it from the final boss, which we won't show because of spoiler reasons, but if you're in the upper Dominion, you will encounter them there as part of the story.
I kill one of you. Do the rest get the message?
Next we have the truck with the perk being Fixer Upper, and it doesn't really give any clue as to what it actually does, but it seems like the name truck is a play on the saying hits like a truck, as the perk looks to give it an additional crit multiplier, meaning those headshots will hit even harder than usual. This could be good for anyone that wants to juice their damage for a very heavy hitting build. If you want this one, you can grab it from the Bio Thresher Omega in the Dominion Fades District. Next is one we found super early in our playthrough during the campaign, and it was destroying everything. This weapon functions like the usual Order weapons, but with a twist. Its legendary perk allows it to fire ammo from reserves while you're charging it, meaning you get additional damage while lining up the perfect shot. This one just looks cool with all of the Order flair and styling, and if you're looking for an Order or charge-based weapon for your build, this may be one to grab. You can also get this from the final boss in the upper Dominion area.
A pity I'm not thirsty.
Now we have the Asher's Rise with an interesting perk, as it allows crits to apply status effects instead of increased impact damage, meaning you sacrifice some crit damage for additional status effects, which could be good for builds that focus on building damage from status application while also needing a gun with high base damage. You can grab this one from the Oppressor in the Fade Fields Dissected Plateau. Then we have the Complex Root, which if you've ever got deep into the end game of a Borderlands title before, it may be familiar to you, as this is a classic sniper rifle that can shred things. The legendary also just looks insane because Sierpinski spawns additional diverging projectiles along its path. This has an awesome pattern and adds additional shots along the path of the bullet, which we can see doing really well when paired with something that stacks and ramps off of additional damage hits. Supposedly, there's even a possible role with the Atlas darts that gives it extra homing. However, the boss to farm for this is very annoying as it duplicates itself and becomes invulnerable for a moment when doing so, but if you want to farm it out, you can get it from Mimikron in the Fade Fields and the Idolator's Noose at the Tipping Point Order Bunker. Next up is one that lots of people are sleeping on. This is Katagawa's Revenge, which if you played Borderlands 3 will be familiar, as he was a boss in that game that people farmed into the ground. This time, Katagawa's Revenge is a sniper that has the legendary perk Storm Cloud that spawns little orbs that deal damage to enemies. The orbs will deal damage based on the selected element of the sniper rifle you have, and you can stack a bunch of them up if you land shots successively. This weapon is particularly powerful on Ratha with his shock and crit buildup to skyrocket his damage overall. For all Rafa players that want to pick this one up, you can head to the boss Drill a Hole in Carcadia Burns in Tonnage Peel in the Queen's Cradle. Next, if you're looking for an absolutely nutty weapon, then you may want to take a look at the Stray, as this fires 2 secondary bullets that home in on nearby enemies, meaning if you have something crazy that juices up your damage really high like Vex's builds can, then you can just sit back and watch the sniper clear out all of the mobs in an area. This is amazing for farming, so we're thinking a lot of people will want to pick this one up, that is if you can find the right build for your class. This one didn't actually take us too long to farm either, and you can get it from Pango and Bango in the Carcadia Burn Tender Cage Ripper Drill site. Next up is a sniper that just might make its way into every build due to an amazing secondary perk roll that it can have, the Target Marker perk, to increase damage taken by the marked enemy by 35%, and we've even read others claim it can roll as high as 80%. This is the Vamoose, a unique sniper with the Scarce perk that makes shooting dump the entire magazine instead of a burst or single shot. It's great for burst damage and landing a bunch of shots at once on the same spot on a target, but the secondary alt-fire mode to increase the damage a target takes makes it viable as a secondary for pretty much any build. You can get this from Shadow Pelt in Terminus Range in the Cuspid Climb in the Whistler's Moor Abandoned Auger Mine. For anybody looking for a rapid-fire sniper though, look no further than the Finnity XXX-L. This is a Vladof sniper that looks more like a minigun than a sniper rifle, but not only that, you can let it rip as it comes with the perk Piping Hot Barrels that causes it not to consume any ammo while you're overheating. We love the Vladof weapons, so we're super happy to see they had a good legendary sniper among them to go along with the Khalsan. You can grab this from the Battle Wagon in the Terminus Range at the Lowering March Ripper Drill site. Next up is a weapon that's a Twitch drop though. You have to link your Twitch account with your Shift account just to get this and then watch 2 hours of a Borderlands stream, and this will give you the Midnight Defiance with the perk Crowded Sourced. On hit, additional projectiles will spawn from nearby enemies. This one's actually kind of easy to grab as you're not going to be held in a chokehold by the RNG of the game until it drops, but the connection to actually get you the weapon doesn't always work, so we haven't been able to claim it yet ourselves. Next up is one we've had for a while but is definitely being slept on. We used it in the campaign but we didn't revisit it, and it always hit like a truck when we played with it. And it does come in different forms and prefixes, but its main perk causes a slowing down fire rate but a massive damage increase in return, where your fire rate goes down to 20% but your damage goes up to 750%. It really ramps up in damage the longer you keep shooting, and you can get some insane damage numbers just from a single shot. It does take a bit to get used to though, as the slowing down in the shots is weird, but the damage is totally worth it. You can get this one by farming the Back Hive in the Fade Fields Dissected Plateau in the Claim Abandoned Auger Mine. Lastly, we have the Fisheye, which is probably the rarest weapon on the list, as it currently doesn't have a dedicated drop boss, and it seems it can only be farmed randomly from bosses. We can see the perk Ultima Ratio Regum causes the gun to charge and then fire in a wider arc, penetrating through enemies and shooting a triple railgun shot for 40% increased crit damage. That extra 40% crit damage sounds spicy, and this thing is a beast for landing precise headshots repeatedly, penetrating enemies in a line, and even ricocheting if you get one with the Jacobs perk. These are some really cool sniper rifles in Borderlands 4, and we'll be sure to keep you updated with more as they drop. But for now, if you've enjoyed this breakdown or found it helpful, then do share it to a friend who's farming too, and tell us in the comments which sniper you're currently running or thinking of grabbing. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more Borderlands 4 coming your way very, very soon. Here at Arekkz Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.